Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about The Seventh Seal. And this movie came out in 1957 and is directed by Ingmar Bergman, if I pronounced that correctly. And I've never seen any of his movies before. And I just heard that this one was supposed to be really good, and it's probably his most popular movie that he's made. And I really loved this movie. I thought it was pretty great. It made me want to check out more of Ingmar Bergman's movies. They're already on my watch list, but now I'm even more excited to check them out. And this movie was very well shot. Every shot in this movie looks pretty great, and they're all very interesting to look at. And some shots go on for a while, and that was pretty cool. And it doesn't just do that just to have a long take. It actually presents information, and on top of that, it is cool that they do that. And I really love how information is presented in this movie. And there's a lot of characters in this film, but it never once felt as though there were too many characters because they were all pretty much on the same journey eventually. Like they all are in a group and they're all together, and classic just gathering characters together basically. And the character of Death, I think he's a really great and memorable character, and somewhat of a change of pace for that character, because normally you don't really get lines of dialogue with that character, but in this movie there's plenty of dialogue, and they're exploring really interesting and complex ideas. And that's most of what I got out of the movie, and most of my experience while watching the movie is just these thought-provoking ideas that this movie is presenting, and it's all very interesting. And after I finished the movie, I just couldn't stop thinking about it, and there's just so much to chew on, despite this movie being so short. It's slightly over 90 minutes, but they managed to present so much information, and it never once feels like just thrown in just to have some ideas in the movie. It actually develops them just enough to where it becomes interesting without feeling like it's too much at once. Like, this movie just has a good understanding of how to feed in these ideas and really have it play into the story of the film. And that balance is really what helped out my experience. And I liked the music. I thought it added to the film. It never once took away from anything. And there's plenty of really great and solid scenes in this movie. And all of the characters are very memorable. And also, I do feel as though these characters are very different from each other. That's one thing that helps. But I also feel as though each character in this movie is supposed to be like a representation of something. And I'm not quite sure exactly what's going on with that, but I do feel as though something is there. And the more I think about it, the more it feeds into certain ideas in the film. But I'm not going to say what those are because I don't want to spoil anything, even though there isn't really a whole lot to spoil in this movie. But I do feel as though it's best experienced if I don't say these things. And this is also just one of those movies where you can just take a lot of meaning away from it, that you can just do whatever you want with and come up with your own interpretations of the film, much like some of my favorite movies ever. Like Eraserhead, that's a movie that you can just do whatever you want with, and some of my favorite movies like The Lighthouse, that's something you can kind of do that with, or a lot of Stanley Kubrick movies can be interpreted in that way. And there's just a lot in this movie that I just really loved. And my only complaint with it really would be that the movie did drag out a little bit for me in the middle of the film, just for a couple of minutes, but that's it. It was just really enjoyable, and honestly, I want to rewatch this movie again right now, and it's currently on Max. That's how I watched it, so if you need a way to watch it, there you go. I know there's plenty of other places you can watch it if you don't have Max, but that's the one I watched it on. And any other streaming platform you can just look up. Should be pretty easy to find. And I will definitely buy this movie on Blu-ray or 4K if that ever comes out. Highly recommend this movie. It's definitely a new favorite of mine in my top 100 favorite movies of all time. Check this movie out whenever you get the chance. And with all that being said, I'm going to give The Seventh Seal a 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of The Seventh Seal. And I know this review was supposed to be for Paper Moon, but unfortunately I didn't have a way to watch it. I thought it was available on Amazon, and then Amazon said, nope, you can't watch it here. You have to be subscribed to another streaming service. I forget which one, but that was kind of annoying and unfortunate. So I just had to watch this instead, but I'm glad that I did. That's what happened there. That's why Paper Moon didn't happen. But my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for the 39 Steps. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching, and have a great day.